The regular session of the 87th General Assembly is drawing to a close. From the State Capitol in Little Rock, this is Speaker of the House, Robbie Wills. We expect to recess next Thursday. Formal adjournment is set for May 1st. Unless we need to consider the override of any vetoes or need to make any last-minute corrections, formal adjournment will take only a few minutes and require the presence of only a handful of members. We have a bit more work to do between now and then. I'm happy to report that my House Joint Resolution 1007 so far is making the cut for being among 3 proposed constitutional amendments we could refer to the voters for the November 2010 general election. HJR 1007 revamps current law authorizing the state to issue bonds for certain economic development projects. It was a very good amendment and voters were wise to approve it, but it was written in a way that has hampered, not expanded, our efforts to bring a large industry or manufacturer to Arkansas. We all should be tired of losing big plants and great jobs to our neighbors. Since voters' approval of the amendment in 2004, we've lost a $900 million steel company to Missouri and a $500 million manufacturing plant to Mississippi. We don't wish ill of our neighbors, but Arkansas needs those jobs as well. The original bill allowed state bonds to be used only for companies that plan to create 500 jobs and to invest $500 million. My amendment is more open-ended. It will allow the General Assembly to set the criteria for issuing the bonds and vote on a case-by-case basis on whether to issue them. If Arkansas is going to remain competitive, then we must have the right tools. We can't enter the fight or play the game with one arm tied behind our backs. We still have work to do on that proposal and others, and I'll be sure to keep you posted. Meanwhile, we're also nearing completion on 2 other major pieces of legislation, the Revenue Stabilization Act and the General Improvement Fund. The Revenue Stabilization Act ensures that the state doesn't deficit spend. It's a financial version of a lock and dam system in which money flows to state agencies based on the collection of revenues. It's a brilliant mechanism passed in 1945 that few states have. I remember a few months ago when a California lawmaker was told about the Arkansas Revenue Stabilization Act. That lawmaker scoffed and asked, "Why would we want to follow Arkansas?" Well, folks, California is facing a $41.8 billion deficit in the coming 18 months. The General Improvement Fund consists of leftover agency money and earned interest from the past 2 years. About 1/3 of this year's surplus of $300 million will be used to shore up gaps in the state budget brought on by an ailing economy. Another $9 million is likely headed to the struggling State Police Retirement Fund. About $50 million will replenish the Governor's Quick Action Closing Fund for economic development projects. The Governor also will have some $65 million for statewide projects at his discretion. The House and Senate will share about $60 million for other deserving projects, such as our colleges and universities, our rural fire departments, and our senior citizen centers. We've had a good 12 weeks of work. With a bit more effort, we can finish up on the 13th week and we'll all be home for Easter with our families. Until next time, this is Speaker of the House, Robbie Wills, reporting from the State Capitol in Little Rock.